He also is out with a new book called Blackout. Candace, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So you've talked a lot about the support for President Trump and also really Black America. Give us your perspective on Black America today.
I think it's one of the most interesting components to look at heading into this election is the black vote, primarily because the Democrats rely upon it heavily. They've relied upon the black vote heavily for the last 6 decades, which is why you see them increasing the rhetoric and constantly accusing conservatives of being racist. But why this is interesting is because their accusations are no longer landing in the way that they used to. And what I mean by that is that, in the 2016 election, there was this palpable fear, not just amongst Black Americans, but amongst all Americans on both sides, because they didn't know exactly what to expect from Trump. He wasn't your career-type politician. Heading into this election cycle, people now know we've had him for 4 years. So telling us that we need to be fearful, telling us that if Trump gets into office, he's going to ruin Black America, or we're all going to be black on slave ships, which is quite literally the type of rhetoric they were using in 2016, doesn't land the same. We're looking at the actual results. We're seeing that we've had a Republican conservative president for the last 4 years, and he's been able to accomplish more than a black president did in 8 years. So the stakes are higher, and every poll that you look at shows. I don't care if you're looking at a left-leaning poll or a right-leaning poll, they show that black support for Donald Trump has increased, and that's a detrimental threat to the Democrat Party, who cannot afford to lose even 5.
Now, I'm going to stop it there for a second. She's saying that the polls are showing that the black support for Donald Trump has increased. Now, as you can see, look at these numbers. 2017, 10%. 2018, 11%. 2019, 10%. So where is that great improvement when it comes to these numbers? See, Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum, they are all hustlers. They're race hustlers. They always call Al Sharpton a race hustler, but there are no difference than them and Al Sharpton. They are race hustlers. This woman is putting out information that's totally false. But let's go on for a couple more minutes of listening to this BS.
Points of the black vote, or else their entire party is finished.
Yeah, we had Senator Tim Scott on the other day, and what he was talking about on this program is about the policies, the fact that unemployment in the black community is at a record low, prison reform.
Now, they keep bringing up this unemployment thing, and I have done plenty of videos on black unemployment. And like I've said before, if you want to call 6% a great number for blacks, and when it comes to unemployment, or even if you want to call 5.4% a great number for unemployment for blacks. But still, you have to realize when Trump took over, the black unemployment rate was at 7.9. So what really have Trump done for black unemployment? If you think about it, nothing. So these people keep bringing up the fact that the record level of unemployment for blacks is at a record low. Trump is not the reason why. Trump didn't do anything significant to improve black unemployment. He hasn't. So I wish they'd stop this. These people are conning the black people in this country. You have black people conning black people. But listen to Tim Scott and what he says, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by black people conning other black people. Listen.
Here's a bit of Tim Scott 2 weeks ago on Sunday Morning Futures. Watch this.
On Election Day 2016, he was around 8 or 9%. Right now, his approval rating on the last 4 polls that I've seen is over 30%. And there's a very specific reason why that is the case. He has not only said what he was going to do, he actually has done it.
You agree with that, Candace? And what is most important, do you think, to this voting bloc?
I think just living better. I ask a simple question to my family member.
Now, I'm going to stop it there because the garbage goes on for a couple more minutes. But you heard Tim Scott say. Now, they wasn't really being clear about what he was talking about. So I'm going to assume he was talking about black unemployment. He was talking about black approval rate for Donald Trump. That's what I'm going to assume. Because if he was talking about black approval rate, for Donald Trump, you see how much of he's lying? He's lying to black people. This is a black man lying to black people, saying that Donald Trump approval rate among black people is over 30%. That is a lie. Look at the numbers. Now, this article was written in November of 2019. So this article is only, 4 months old? 3 months old? So how the hell can you go from 10% approval to over 30% approval? See, we have black people in our own community who are feeding us lies, who are telling us lies, who are saying things that nowhere near is true. When they talk about unemployment for blacks, a lie. When they talk about their approval rate for Donald Trump among black people, it's a lie. All these people are here to hustle us. They're trying to hustle us. Candace is trying to hustle us. Tim Scott is trying to hustle us. Brandon Tatum is trying to hustle us. It's all a hustle game. That's it. Don't believe these false narratives. These people are out there putting out lies to hustle the black people for Donald Trump. That's it. It's a hustle game.